Hey guys, it's Jay Struggles here, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be beating the Tower of Difficulty chart, located in Ring 2 of Eternal's Towers of Hell. Alright, you want to go to the psychologically unsafe section of the lobby, and corner flip here, and then here's the tower portal right here. Starting off with floor 1 here. Align your cursor with the tightrope. These fall. They will always be indicated. You can walk through these slightly invisible parts here. Just watch your help. These Kilbrick spinners, you can walk through those. There's an invisible truss here that you can climb on, and it skips a good chunk of the floor. Floor 2 now. We climb up this truss here. Careful, this platform moves. Avoid the Kilbricks here. Just some standard jumps. Instead of the invisible truss, you got some invisible ones done, so you have to climb. Climb up here. Avoid the Kilbrick spinner. It has collision and you will get bumped off. There's some standard conveyor gameplay, just jump as needed. There's an invisible conveyor to a truss, and then an invisible one stud that you can climb. And just like that, we're on floor 4. Aim your cursor on the tight ropes here. Do these wraparounds. You can skip a wraparound by doing what I just did. Careful, these platforms are very unstable. Avoid the platforms with the X pusher here. Get some upwards momentum with these platforms and just time it. More simple wraps. And just like that, that's the end of the floor. Ignore the design on this floor. You should be able to see every single part clearly. Just do some simple gameplay, not much to talk about. Aim your cursor again. Careful not to go too fast, you could easily bump your head. Alright, some simple jumps. Do not stand on that one stud platform. It is very unstable and you can fall off. Here's a quality of life high jump skip that you can use. Careful of the kill bricks throughout the floor. It can make your health go down really quickly, so be aware of that. These platforms can move, beware. Make sure your X pusher platform is all the way to the max. You can skip a platform doing that. Don't walk off like I did. And just a few more jumps to floor 7. Checking off with a dance clip, simply /edance2 and clip through the wall. You can either do that or use the dance prompt located in the bottom right if you have that equipped in the settings. Avoid this Kilbrick spinner here, just simply jump over it. It has collision, so you will get bumped off if you decide to ride the platform. Just go in the opposite direction of these last few conveyors. I like to jump up on this ladder. Simply make the platform go in the upwards direction. Corner flip, do these conveyor jumps. Just take your time as needed on these jumps. Don't underestimate them. Press flick right here. Remember, falling platforms will always be indicated. Time for conveyor how? Well, I just tap W and adjust with my A or D keys on these platforms. I like to go first person on these parts. I find it way more comfortable. I walked off there, very smart. It's just adjusting. When I'm on the left side, I hold my A key. When I'm on the right side, I hold my D key. Falling here will end your run. Get to the end of this conveyor as much as you can and then turn. Some more standard wraparounds. This spinner here, just go with it, wrap around with it. Conveyor jumps, careful of the platform at the end there. Don't underestimate these jumps, take your time as needed. I like to flick around and this truss right here. But I do like to use first person and just like glide around on these parts. The head hitter here. I like to take my time on these jumps. I failed these jumps a couple times. I like to use first person on that part. I like to climb down here, go down a bit, and then aim here. I flick around to there, and then I flick to the platform. It goes sideways on that conveyor. Careful not to bump your head on that ladder part. Climb up here, drop down. I like to use first person on that jump. I like to bump on the platform there and then turn. Climb up here, and we are on to Terrifying, aka floor 9. Flick around right here, aim for the truss there, climb down, watch your health there. Just aim for the trusses like that, and you should be good to go. Jump off the truss there, align and turn the nylon part. I like to jump down with there, and I don't flip. Alright, I like to go to the end of this platform and turn. Be careful not to bump yourself on the platform. Alright, do a head hitter here. Drop around here. I like to use first person for this conveyor. Get on the truss, flick, climb up this truss. I like to do that at least. Lodge here. The spinners don't do much, just ignore them. Climb down to like near the end of the truss there. Climb down here. Wrap here. Don't do what I do here. I don't know what I was thinking. Just climb all the way up on this truss, then climb down. Climb back up, and then jump and aim for the truss. Flick here. I like to use first person on that wrap. Go out of first person for this one. Don't underestimate that jump. And this conveyor, I hold A and space, and then I ride the conveyor at the end. I don't flick on that truss there. Climb up here, but I flick here because you can bump your head. Alright, just align your cursor to the thin studs. Jump and time them. Truss flicks here. Ladder flick here. Be careful, do not hug the wall. There's like a little one stud gap. You will fall if you do that. I just got insanely lucky. I don't know how I didn't fall there. Just take your time as needed. If your health gets too low on this part, you can just stand still on the part there, and you shouldn't lose any sort of health. Careful, those fall. Aim around them. Align your cursor with the the tightrope here. Again, take your time as needed. Alright, these shovers, just find the safe spots that are right there. They're like, I think 2 to 3 studs thick, and wait for the next shover rotation. For these jumps, I like to hug the wall since the platforms are incredibly thin, so be mindful of that. Truss slick there. Alright, I wait for the platform to be like that, and then I flick up to this platform. Then I jump to there, flick up to here, wrap around that, and then here's the final stretch. Just climb around, some relatively basic jumps, and final tightrope. Again, take your time as needed. If you're not comfortable on this tightrope, then I suggest taking it extra slow here, making sure that your cursor is properly aligned. Here's the old win room. I beat this in February of 2025 when this was the win room. Here's the trail that you get for beating the tower. A very basic win room. but compare it to this win room. I recorded this June of 2025. Look at the difference. Oh man. The difference between this and the old one is night and day. It's just insane. Crazy how far we've gotten with design over these past couple of years. It's just incredible. I think this looks amazing. I think they did a phenomenal job with this win room. It's very beautiful. I really, really like it. And for context, I did rebeat this in June of 2025 just to showcase this win room. That's going to be all for this video. I hope you guys enjoy. Like and subscribe if you want, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.